Libra, I'm hearing let's have that fireside chat about the clouds and about the journey. Let's have a look for you. This is the Arcana Veil. This one wanted to come out, communication. This is a mix deck. Scythe. And literally Scorpio in reverse. So you've been dealing with some things on a deeper scorpionic level. Most likely there's some sort of seeking to try and find communication between what works in terms of that communication. What and how are you going to present that communication to that which is on your mind? We know that Scorpio in the upright represents passionate, driven, perceptive, emotional, sacrificing, determined, deep dive. That's normally related to Scorpio, but if it's in reverse, maybe there's a process of feeling like a little bit dispassionate about certain things that you've encountered over the time that you've been getting involved in. This is for the collective Libra. So therefore, if Libra is somewhere in your chart, this would be important for you to take note of. And as you know, the messages and the contemplating quantum thoughts, which is what I'm hearing. And the word quantum actually means measured thoughts in ether and space and time, has traversed over this so that it is possible for me to be able to read for you what has been within your soul and in your spirit of concern for you. Therefore, this is a timeless reading. I hope that this will give you some guidance here. Let's have a look for Libra. There's the Page of Swords. There's definitely a needing to bring out some information here, something that makes a particular story relevant. Your story, there is a story surrounding you that relates to needing to establish your truth so that you can fight for what you believe in. The Scythe right over the Justice card, there's definitely some sort of marking out of setting something in place, justifying a reason to overcome that which has been over the consciousness that has been there for a little longer than it should have been. At the heart of the nature we have the Ten of Cups there, very strongly indicating that you are definitely encountering some sort of changes, which is what you're going to be doing, the way that you express yourself. I'm also seeing, this is a sip of my coffee, I'm also seeing that there's a focus on trying to bring your hopes out of the state of feeling like it has been pushed down for you. Within this, the nature of the consciousness itself, the deeper, the feminine principle here, there's definitely some sort of overthinking and some mental stress that's been coming around for some time in terms of who and what you're dealing with, people, place, or thing, and its impact and relationship towards you. There's the Three of Coins here, definitely indicating that there is a focus on perhaps a business as well. Now there's a few stories in here, few paths that are being revealed here for some of you, and overall there's also the need to try and establish a grounding level of bringing your information through, your actions that will speak for you. For some of you, you may be encountering needing to go to clear up certain situations or issues around a court case. There is also a cutting off or ending off of something that may have had to take place, may have had to be ended off in a justifying way. There's some people that I'm picking up on that I'm seeing here that have had arguments and relationship issues, and if there's a divorce, that there needs to be a clarifying process set in place about who gets what and how, and it's all done with the focus on the family in how it should be resolved. The passionate part is not there anymore. Perhaps for some of you, you've lost the passion for that which was once the apple of your eye. And there will be overthinking. There will perhaps also be feeling some sense of regret. And in that process, there's an amalgamation of trying to bring that regret, or to heal that regret, which we will look at within the subconsciousness or the underworld of the consciousness here, because this is the heavens here, and we will be looking at what is the solution, the path forward for you. This is perhaps a change of also company, business. I'm seeing that as well. I'm seeing this group of people that are trying to change certain things in a business, and it's going to take some time to put that in place because they want the business to flourish. There's some internal issues there. There's some worries about jobs as well. But overall, for those that are worried about jobs, I can see that this is just still the first part of the year. So you need to be patient and not be focused on the past. Let's have a look and see what the underworld says. There's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here under the Page of Swords. So definitely a disconnection or a cutting off of something that used to be something that you thought it was. Somebody I used to know. Something like that. There's also a focus on needing to cut off a cycle that keeps repeating itself. Wheel of Fortune, it keeps repeating itself. And this is a part where you're essentially getting rid of that frequency that keeps repeating. So it's belief systems or patterns that you wish to end in this particular way. And you're not slowing down. You're actually pushing forward here, especially with the communication, speaking your truth. You've had enough. You're speaking what you need to bring out, because they don't seem to get it, is what I'm hearing. They don't seem to get it. There seems to be an issue with regards to the truth of the matter. Let's have a look further for you. We have the Four of Wands underneath the Justice card. You see, definitely bringing in that truth of the importance. Five of Wands underneath the Ten of Cups here. Something is counting down or counting up. However way you look at it, there is motivation to try and spur things forward, but actually trying to change the way of the habits of the belief systems, perhaps addictive thought patterns, Nine of Cups under the Ten of Swords there. It's not as bad as you are feeling about it, but you are being given a heads up on this. We have the Six of Pentacles under the Three of Coins. Money there. And this way, there's no looking back in regards to going forward unless you have cleared up the the conflict of the past in needing to change that whole story around about the person that has actually made you feel disheartened, passionless, without feeling can see there's definitely someone has had a relationship issue with someone that has been quite the number, I'm sure. And within reason, you've been working very hard to try and stop that cycle from happening. Trying not to get into that same cycle again with that person, or the person is trying not to get into the same cycle with you. This can be either way. As you know, roles are reversed, and these ideas and pathways are often coming from the consciousness itself. Sometimes it's not always about a person, but about a feeling in itself. The strange thing is, before I started your reading, I was looking for something, and the day before I didn't place it where I had to put it. So I was looking everywhere like a mad scramble, mad hatter. And essentially that tells me that this is definitely telling me about what's going on with Libra. There's a lot of things that are going stop, go, stop, go. There's a lot of focus on trying to get things to move forward. There's a lot of focus on trying to not repeat the same mistakes because you think you've made mistakes. Maybe you have made mistakes. You believe that you want to do it right this time. You don't want to mince around. You don't want to mess up. There's definitely a passionate focus on trying to bring the justice to the particular process so that it can cut off, scythe that which is not part of the same season anymore, changing off that harvest that is meant to be for you. And there's a fight to try and win the custody of the family, of the focus of someone that you love, the children perhaps, or something that you are seeking to have. Could be your business as well, fighting for its existence. There's a lot of passion under doing the right thing. That is part of your nature, Libra. You are the one that carries the scales of justice. Therefore, here in this reading is very much a clear indication of your power to weigh up what works, what does not work, what needs to be altered through the course of alchemy within the self, where that which is air, thought, swords, needs to be transmuted into understanding it in a much more palpable manner. I hear those words here. And in the nature of this, we'll find the pathway for you, the middle ground, to justify your meaning of being who you are. Tower over the reverse wheel of fortune. You are bringing a tower in the way that you communicate. Someone could be bringing the tower with that which is important. Page of Wands in reverse here over the Four of Wands. Something that needs to be taken into consideration, that this is obviously not your first rodeo. So you've done this before, or you've thought about the plans beforehand. And therefore your intention is to bring that particular frequency in to justify your own path. You're going to fight now for that which you believe in, that which you need to have on your pathway, on your side. We have the Three of Pentacles here. So there's definitely a focus on, there's a nexus point here, Three of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles there, which relates to definitely a group activity or people that you work with or people that have been with you, that is obviously who you love and who you believe belongs to you, your family perhaps, or people of that nature. And you're bringing in something that is definitely going to clear up a lot of misunderstandings. It hasn't always been sunshine and roses in that group. Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, 6 and 3 6 and 6, if you want to look at it that way. This could be for someone born in the year of 1966. You could be a cross watcher for Libra, and you as the cross watcher could be Gemini, perhaps. Either way, there seems to be a focus on trying to overcome a lot of things that have disheartened you. And in the nature of this, you may have felt dispassionate, as we can see. The middle ground reveals to you that you cut off things that are not serving you. That's the basis of it. Your justifying power in being able to weigh up what works and what does not work is needs to come into a balance within the center point of the heart, where you are able to remember why you are doing this and not in the way that you're doing it. You have a sharp scythe. You have sword. There's a lot of sword activity here. It is because of your nature of your consciousness, of being able to observe and cut through things if you needed to. But you must remember where the goal is. Perhaps there's more fun in removing things out of your pathway. Six of swords here, that you have always wanted to do. Perhaps there was a seeking out for needing to clear up the wounds of your past. And by doing that, you have found the joy in the focus of doing that for others, perhaps. Perhaps you have been doing a lot more for others than for yourself. This is not for all Libra, remember this. This is just for the collective of where Libra is in. And this particular story comes through here. The bridge river gives you the way in which you can focus, which is the middle ground here, though it seems that there's a lot of active focus on the way, on the restructuring, is what I'm trying to say, for the path ahead. 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles here, another nexus point to look at in terms of your consciousness, what it is that focuses for you. What is the outcome for you? What is the pathway that you're taking? Is it for you? Is it for others? Or is it because of others? Or is it because of you? Let this be something to be focused on within your higher self, and you will find the resolution in terms of going forward. But there is a tower moment that is happening for you in order for you to be able to break an old cycle, which is the most important thing to look at. And breaking old habits is painful. And this is basically what I'm seeing here, whether it's with people or within the self. Libra, this was your reading. I hope that this has given you some guidance and some affirmations. Until next time.